This is the DJI Mini 3, a drone which is almost 3 years old. And today we're going to test how it holds up 3 years after its release date. It's also my first time flying a drone. Technically, I flew for the first time yesterday, and I snapped this photo. And a shot of the bedroom. So, should be fun. Let's see.
Take off.
And we're off.
Point update.
See how high it can go? Oh, beautiful. Okay, now let's figure out the controls first. That goes up and down, right, left, and sideways. And that's the camera. Okay. One of the things I'm looking for in this footage is dynamic range. That's how well a camera captures bright spots and dark spots at the same time. The older the camera, usually the worse the dynamic range is. Just to explain, this is what good dynamic range looks like, and this is bad dynamic range. This drone seems to be doing a decent job, but I'm helping it out by lowering the exposure to make sure that these bright spots don't get too hot. Okay, let's go. I've activated FPV mode, which means that the camera is not locked and sort of floats when the drone moves. I love how it looks. It reminds me of helicopter shots in films before the time of drones. This footage is pretty much straight out of camera. I've just reduced the sharpness and added a tiny bit of saturation, and also added some motion blur to make up for the lack of ND filter and fast shutter speed. This, for instance, is an example of poor dynamic range. As you can see, the sky is super bright and is losing detail. Ooh, there's a car. Spinny spinny. Let's check out these buildings here. This is making me dizzy. Here, I'm checking how high it can go. That's the zoom. And now let's see how far I can go with this thing.
Max altitude reached.
Max altitude reached 120 meters. Where is it? Okay, that's about 1.5 kilometers. And let's go back before I lose it. But a quick look at these buildings on the way back. This drone has 3 speeds: cinematic, which is the slowest, normal, and sport. Sport, as I will come to find out, is dangerously fast. That's pretty fast. Check out how fast it goes. Vroom. Here it comes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Up, higher. And forward. Okay, we crashed. The propellers are a bit dirty, but other than that, we're good. Let's see if we can get this thing back in the air.
Take off.
And we're back in the air. So far, this drone is proving to be quite the camera. I don't really know how it compares to more modern drones, but to be honest, this is more than enough for me.
Kathy.
Alright, that concludes the first flight. It's worth noting that it seems like I've got 24% battery left, That's with one battery, and this kit came with another 2 batteries. So it's really good. So probably I could get a good hour and a half out of 3 batteries. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I think the dynamic range isn't horrible, and I think there are workarounds. Yeah, later I'll be going to another spot and I'll be experimenting with some more experimental shots, you know. Yeah, playing around with the camera angles and mixing, you know, movement. Very happy with this €500 Mini DJI Mini 3, which came with a controller, a drone, and 3 batteries. And for €500, I think that's a pretty good deal. Okay, see you later at the other spot. It is now later, and it's time to fly the drone once again. Vroom. And we're off.
Updated.
Okay. And now that I've gotten the hang of it, I'll just stop talking and let you decide from the footage whether this 3-year-old drone holds up in 2025-2026. Enjoy!